Hey there guys, my name's EarthToLydia and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight update video. And today is the long-awaited, or is how long-awaited it can be, he's only just been released, but the long-awaited confirmation that Trickster will be getting some buffs soon. Now let's nip this in the bud before we get into it. For anybody that's hoping for him to get a movement speed increase, that's not what's happening today, which is unfortunate, but who knows, maybe they'll revisit that in the future. However, we are seeing some buffs to his actual power itself. So the developers have confirmed on the forums several things. First thing that we are seeing a change to is the movement speed when drawing your knives. So currently Trickster moves at 3.68 meters per second down to 2.68. This is being changed to 3.86 down to 3.68. This also means that the main event movement speed is increased to 3.86 meters per second too. This does mean that the killing part cords and caged heart shoes are being reworked accordingly to go with these new movement speeds. And they've said to help the Trickster keep up during a chase, we've increased both his maximum and minimum movement speed while throwing knives. The speed penalty from throwing multiple knives is now significantly lower than before. This allows you to lose less ground while using your power and land more knives before losing sight of the survivor. We also have draw faster. To make his power feel more fluid, we've decreased the time that it takes to ready his power. This will both feel better to use and give you a larger window to throw knives, as you'll be able to keep up much better than before. The grace period before you can do an attack after cancelling your power has been increased slightly. So the wind-up time for readying your knives has been decreased from 0.5 seconds to 0.35 seconds, and as mentioned, the wind down time afterwards has been increased from 1 second to 1.25. Looks like he's getting the babushka treatment. And this is the bit that I am the most excited about. This new change is labelled More Control. Initially, the Trickster launched with both spread, random inaccuracy to each thrown knife, and recoil. As landing multiple hits on a sporadically moving survivor can be a challenge on its own, we've removed the spread and significantly decreased recoil. This will give you much more control and make your accuracy more dependent on your own skill. So they've removed spread on thrown knives and greatly decreased the recoil. This is something that I brought up in my PTB review. I said that it was incredibly frustrating trying to hit multiple blades. Even though you've got 60, it feels like you waste a majority of those, even if you are being incredibly accurate with your shots. I am so excited to see the spread removed, but we'll see what it's like when it actually comes to live. And then finally, we have some miscellaneous changes. Finally, rounding off the list with some various but still notable changes, increase the initial laceration decay timer from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. This gives you a longer window to follow up with additional blades before the laceration meter decreases. So it's not being removed completely, unfortunately. However, this will take 5 seconds longer to come into effect, which I can't say I'm not pleased about, but again, it's going to be one of those things that we're going to have to reserve full comment on until it comes to live. The next one is decreased post-main event cooldown from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. And finally, iridescent photo card can now injure survivors. Okay, this I'm also pretty happy about because right now, Iridescent Photo Card is a terrible add-on, for lack of better words. I'm sorry, it's very infrequent that you'll find me being that negative about something, but for an Iridescent add-on, it really doesn't do an awful lot. Hopefully this gives it a little bit more value and makes it somewhat viable. And at the bottom of this forum post, it says all of the changes listed above are planned for the 4.6.1 bug fix patch. So what do you think of these changes that are coming up? I'm really happy to see some of them, like the recoil removal. I do kind of wish that we had some other tweaks, but I guess they're bringing it in like a bit at a time, seeing how each little tweak affects things before they move on something bigger. But let me know your feedback in the comments down below. Do you think this makes it more likely that you'll play Trickster? Do you think that he's being changed in the wrong way? Tell me all your thoughts. All feedback is welcomed. And as always, if you want to stay in the loop for more videos that get uploaded like this, if you'd subscribe to the channel or at least consider it, I'd greatly appreciate that. All of my other socials are linked at the top of the description, and thank you all for making it this far into the video. Until next time, see you later guys.